White dudes, I gotta talk about you guys too, huh? You may not know this about yourself, but you're creepy. I just want to put that out there. You're creepy. You can't help it. You can't help it. You're creepy. And it's not even like you're obvious creepy dude. Like, this guy looks like a creep, you know what I mean? Like, no disrespect, but he knows. Like, he's like, yes, I do. But he's probably super safe to walk butt naked down an alleyway at 3 a.m. This guy's safe. This mild-mannered motherfucker right here, this boy next door right here, freaking Clark Kent, this guy is eating your butt first date, ladies. And sir, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all good, you know what I mean? Like, no shame for your ass-eating escapades, you know what I mean? Love is love, you do you. That's not the problem. The problem is, when he's finished, he's gonna try to put the rest of you in a freezer for later, you know what I mean? With the fava beans and a nice Chianti. Hello, Clarice, you know? Uncomfy. White dudes have the confidence of a crackhead trying to holler at a businesswoman at 7 a.m. Scare me. Pardon me, Miss Lady. Now, I, just like you, have been adversely affected by the Courvoisier virus. So I'm just wondering if you could see your way to give me just a little piece of pussy till Tuesday. That's white dudes, man. They have this confidence with no evidence. Like, how are you? Like, Chad wakes up 8 a.m. like, yeah. Looks in the mirror, is like, freaking killing it. You have done nothing, Chad. You've done nothing. What are you killing? And I came to this conclusion recently because I saw a statistic. And I read the statistic, and it didn't give ethnicity, but I was like, they only polled white dudes for this. And you're like, well, how do you know, Franqi? Like, that's racist. No, it's not, because when I tell you the statistic, everyone in here is gonna go, yeah, they definitely only asked white dudes, 100%. And here's the statistic. 8% of men believe they could beat a lion in a fist fight. What? That number should be 0 across the board. No one should be walking around like, bro, seriously, bro? Freaking seriously, bro? Lion walks in here right now, bro? That lion's got one freaking shot, bro. No shit, Chad. It only needs one shot because it has 5 knives sticking out of the end of its paw. It's going to slice your carotid artery, you idiot. They just don't fully get it, you know what I mean? Like Justin Timberlake, like he's like a worldly white dude, right? Rich, he's been all over the world. You would think he understands how life works, but he doesn't. He did that song with Jay-Z, gave himself away. You take the clothes off my back. What? And I let you, huh? And you steal the food right out of my mouth. Gross. And I watch you eat, and I still don't know why. What, you don't? Why I love you so much. Whole time, I'm like, it's the pussy, Justin. Boy, why don't you know that? You've been around the world, and But black dudes get it. No matter how weird or strange they are, black dudes get it. Probably because they have to, right? Like Miguel, the singer Miguel, that nigga is weird. He is odd as a cod, but he gets it. He had that one song, how many drinks would it take you to leave with me? He's getting consent, ladies. Yeah, you look good, and he's body positive. Yeah, I got money. Wait a minute, he's also fiscally sound. What? But I don't want to waste my time. And good time management skills? Huh? How many drinks do you think? Maybe 2 or 3. Like, hey ladies, drinks are $5 right now. I will spend 10 to 15 to hit that ass. Like, he gets it. He is doing math. Oh, okay, here's my last one. And we're gonna take it down just a teeny bit for just a second, because we're in New York. I'm originally from New York. We have any natives here? Yes, native New Yorkers. Now, real quick, before I even get into this joke, native New Yorkers, we're not afraid on the subway. Let's just be very clear about that. You know why? If you're not from here, you may not know this. When you're 3 years old, born in New York, your parents, on your 3rd birthday, kick you down into the subway station. And if you make it home, they keep you, okay? And if not, they chalk it up to the jungle, you know what I mean? They weren't fit to live here anyway, and then they keep going on with their life. So New Yorkers, we are not afraid in the subway no matter what happens, all right? Let's talk about Jordan Neely. We all know who that is, right? Then shout out to him and his family, R.I.P., God bless him and his family. And Daniel Pussy-Ass Penny, I think that's his name. I think that's right. I'm pretty sure that's his legal middle name. But this dude said he was afraid for his life. And I was like, well, maybe he's from Minnesota. You know what I mean? And doesn't know, or Ohio or something. You know, maybe he just doesn't know. And I researched him. He's from New York. Right? So we gotta call bullshit. You were not afraid on the subway in New York. I took the subway here. And you know what I saw on the subway here just tonight? There was a homeless man with his pants around his ankles, with a bottle of butter-flavored Crisco, and he was rubbing it on his under regions, okay? And he looked me in the eye, we locked eyes, and he was singing a song, and it went like this. Butter my balls, butter my balls. Bitch right there gonna butter my balls. You know what I called that? A Sunday afternoon. Was I scared? No, because I'm from New York. What I did was ask him a follow-up question. Excuse me, sir, am I the bitch right there that you expect to butter your balls? He said, no, baby, I'm just singing a song. Cool. And I went back to minding my business. Jordan Neely got on the subway and said, I am hungry, I am thirsty, and I don't care if I have to kill someone to go to jail. Why? Because he was hungry and thirsty. He had no weapons. And then this man choked him for 15 minutes until he died. You know you can knock someone out in 10 seconds like that, right? That's not a good Samaritan. That's what the military man and the good Samaritan, no, you know what a good Samaritan does? They help. They get you food and drink. That's what they do. He didn't do that. Not a good Samaritan. Me, on the other hand, I'm a fucking hero. Because I was walking to a show one night, and outside of the 7-Eleven, I was stopping to get a pack of cigarettes. There was a homeless man sitting outside, right? And he says to me, hey, sis, you got a couple dollars I could spare? I said, you know what, I don't. But I'm gonna go in here and get a pack of cigarettes. I'll get cash back, and I got you when I come out. The cash back machine wasn't working. So I came out feeling kind of bad and dejected, but I walked up to him and I said, hey, you know what? I couldn't get any cash back, but do you smoke cigarettes? He goes, actually, I do. I said, well, how about this? I'll keep 3 for myself, I'll give you the rest of the pack, and we'll call it square. He's like, okay, cool. And he was so moved by that tiny act of kindness, he asked me, could I have a hug? And like I said, I'm a fucking hero. So I said, of course you can, because he's a human person, and he deserves human contact, just like any of us here. Now, when he stood up, he was exactly this tall. And then, much like now, my boobies were out, because they're glorious, and everyone should see them. But now, me and this gentleman are locked in an ocular conversation. I'm looking at him, he's looking at me, he's looking at my boobs. He's looking at my boobs, I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. And you can almost hear his thought process. He's like, should I hug this nice lady, say thank you, and go back to my box? Or Should I risk it all? And at that moment, he began to smell between my breasts. I kid you not, this is a true story. I know. And before I could even react, he began to motorboat me. And in that moment, I was like, should I scream? Do I yell for the police? But then I remembered that I am not a white woman. And calling the police could get me and this gentleman killed. So I cradled his head. And I said, have at it, young man. Because not only am I a hero, I'm a philanthropist. And those were the cleanest boobies he's gonna get to smell for God knows how long. And if I have anything to do with it, every red-blooded American in this country will have a nice, clean pair of boobs to sniff at will. Franqi French 2024.